Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £200. £200 worth of 10p's to have a look through. Looking for the alphabet 10p's. Looking to try and finish the book. So let's have a look at the progress we have made so far. The 2018 book is looking rather nice and full. We are missing B, D, G, R and T. And we are also missing from the 2019 book, well, we're missing lots. We've got E, G, L, M, J, O, R, V and U. So is T the only letter we don't have in either books? Oh no, B as well. B for Bond. Oh well. There we go. So, without further ado, let's get into these bags. So we'll jump into some questions then. So actually today is the day I'm going to be at the Royal Mint. So hopefully that's gone fantastically well. And I'm looking forward to making a video. It'll probably be out Tuesday. If I get myself into gear and get that video all edited after doing it, but I am really excited to do that, and there's gonna be a whole bunch of videos that I'm doing with a whole bunch of other coin tubers, but hopefully raise a bit of awareness for them all. Also, I don't know if you saw my posts, my good friend Caledonian Coins, I'm sure many of you are already subscribed to him. He is on the verge, if not by now, has hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed to Caledonian Coins, he's someone I definitely recommend watching. He's been a long time supporter of my channel, and it'd be nice to give back to him. So if you've got a moment, if you can go to his channel and subscribe, that would mean the world to me, and it rewards a really hardworking, really lovely guy. If you haven't watched him finding his Kew garden, even if you don't subscribe, you have to go see that. It's an absolutely joy to watch. But anyway, that's enough rambling, let's get into those questions. So Milo TV asks, if you could make any centenary coin, what event and what year? 100, 200, 300 years. Ooh, when's the next big war anniversary coming up? Is it got to be the outbreak of the Second World War, right? So what, 2039? That seems like a long time away, doesn't it? I don't know. I think it's important to mark those events though, because well, I don't think there are any survivors of the First World War anymore, to my knowledge. I know there are obviously survivors of the Second World War though, but it's important we mark those historic moments, because it's showing appreciation for all those people who put their lives in danger or that lost their lives in order to protect the free world. So definitely worth commemorating those events. Also, it acts as a reminder of the evil that mankind are capable of. So yeah, I would mark any military event, definitely. Military servicemen, other things like the police force, the NHS obviously got coins as well, fire brigade, all those people that perform a massive public service that are incredibly important. Oh, we got F for Fish with Chips. That's a nice one. What year is it? 2018. Lovely. My favourite design. Oh, what? And X marks the spot. Holy Toledo. 2018 again. Woohoo! Smutley asks, if you had a choice of subject for a new commemorative collection, what would it be? I've said two in the past I really would like to see. Prime ministers, because I try to follow politics as close as I can, but the amount of prime ministers I can name is woefully low in comparison to, say, the amount of US presidents I could name. Equally, the amount of UK counties I can name is despairingly low compared to the amount of US states that I can name. So I think that would be a great way not only to celebrate, imagine your own county on a coin. How awesome would that be? You could have a little design with a little bit about what's famous, about your county's famous for. So me in Hampshire, we would have what? Jane Austen. I don't know what else Hampshire's particularly famous for. I know my hometown, we're famous for having, other than Milton Keynes, the most roundabouts per square mile of any town or city in the whole of the UK. So if it was an amazing Stoke coin, then it would have roundabouts on it. But yeah, prime ministers, British counties. Because imagine also a counties, an album, you could have it like a map of the UK and you could stick it in like they do with the state quarters. Although I appreciate some counties might be a bit small, so it might take a little bit of jiggery pokery to get them all in there, but I think that would be a stunning album to collect. Decipher asks, hi Chris, what's the most bizarre coin you've ever come across? It's always a tough one to say, bizarre coins. What do you mean by bizarre? Do we mean a coin you weren't expecting? Like I found 2p coins in my 50p hunts. Or you mean like a weird shape, like some of the world coins that I found? The most surprising coin was actually, what day is it today? Wednesday's video. So Wednesday's 50p hunt, I titled it "The Rarest 50p I've ever found," which is kind of true. Well, it is true if you're going by mintages. So it's everyone lauds the Kew Gardens with a mintage of 210,000, which is an exceedingly low mintage, which is what part of the reason why it is so valuable and so expensive and so sought after. I found a Territories 50p, a Jersey one that was just the general Jersey 50p design, and I don't know I don't know off the top of my head what years are rare, what years are highly minted, but this one, it was only when I went to go through the edit, when I try and find prices, I look on eBay, I look at finished auctions, and I take a little like a price range, apart from the ones that are selling for stupid prices that I know are either fake or the outliers. And I couldn't find it. It was 2003 Jersey 50p and nothing came up. Well, some other designs came up. I was like, where is it then? Have I typed it in wrong? So I retyped it in again, moved the wording around. Jersey 50p, 50p Jersey, 2003 Jersey 50p, nothing. And then I looked at active auctions, still nothing. I thought, what's going on here? I looked back at the video. It's not 2008, is it? I've not misread this. No, it's 2003. So it was Change Checker actually I went to. Their website, they've got, it's the only place I can find mintages for some of the Territories coins. They might actually be on New Mister. I didn't check New Mister. And yeah, 10,000. 10,000, that is ridiculously low. Absolutely bonkers. Now, I totally appreciate the Kew Gardens is the rarest coin to find in UK circulation that we know of with mintage figures at the moment. There's obviously the EU presidency 50p, but that's no longer in circulation, it's been withdrawn. You shouldn't be finding coins like that in your change anymore. But a coin with a mintage of 10,000 is absolutely bonkers to find. So it's possibly the most bizarre coin, because I looked at it and said, oh, I like Territories, they're generally over face value. So then in the edit finding out that not only has it got a ridiculously low mintage, but also I can't find any that have been sold through my usual sources to even put an accurate valuation on it. So that was quite bizarre, but an awesome coin that I'm very, very, very thankful I've got. There we go. Of course we find an L. We find an L in every 10p hunt, it feels like. So 2018. Wow, we got 3 in the first bag. Holy Toledo, what's going on? Michael, Michal. Look at Michael. I apologise if your name isn't pronounced Michael though. Says, what do you think of the design of the Isle of Man 10p St Germans Cathedral? To be fair, all of the Isle of Man coins are absolutely stunning, whether it's the Manx cow, whether it's the horned ram, logarithm? Not logarithm. I can't pronounce it. Someone on the live stream did actually spell it out phonetically for me. I think it was Duvetto and old troublemaker Alex Blondin that helped me out with that. But they're also stunning, the Isle of Man. I'm very, very jealous of those of you that live in the Isle of Man. And I do wonder, if I was to go to the Isle of Man, if I would do a big bag of 50p's, how many of them would be Isle of Man ones and how many would just be the standard UK circulating ones. But I plan for next year. But no. Love the Isle of Man designs. I think they're all stunning. Chloe Ford asks, if you had a country to get all the coins, where would you go? All the coins? All the different designs? Past and present? Probably my brain says go to America, because there are a lot of American variant coins that are very, very scarce, very rare, but are worth an absolute fortune, which is also helped by the abundance of people there, the abundance of coin collectors there, silver and the content in the coins as well, so that I would imagine that helps drive prices up. But then again, maybe, can I pick a defunct country, like the Roman Empire? Is that a country? Yeah, Romans, whatever their empire was, because that's a lot of different coins, and the history in them would be absolutely spectacular. Or I don't know, even the UK would be awesome, because you've got all the sovereigns, all of the £10, £20, £100 coins, the silver ones. That would be an awesome collection to have, every one of them, including that 1933 penny. So, long story short, any country I'm quite happy, as they've got lots of interesting coins. Louise Buxton says, hi, if you had a £1 coin that was misstruck, would you keep it in your collection or not? So the £1 coins I don't hunt through, because there isn't anything to look for, whereas, so like in the past I've said that about 1 pennies, but now I've made something that's worth looking for to complete a world record. But the pound coins, there isn't anything. I know there are the lefties, and there are the ones with these different micro text, but other than that, it's commemorative coins that I'm interested. Different types of coins. I have got a year run of pound coins, but other than that, I don't hunt through them. Obviously, if they start releasing commemorative designs, you bet you I'll be doing those coin hunts as well. Ashley Sparrowhawk says, if you could put any of your favourite moments on a coin, what would it be painted? My favourite moments from history? I'm trying to think. Historical moments that I would put on a coin. I don't know. Maybe different castles. Again, that's an idea I've suggested in the past. Well, I think I've pinched off of someone that suggested it, and I liked it. So sieges of castles, battles around castles. I think that'd be quite neat, and again, helps with sort of geographic knowledge. What's your favourite new 10p design? Stuart G asks. F for fish and chips, or E or I. They're all food related. Someone did point out to me, but I think they're stunning designs. Footy Mad 20 asks, do you have any commemorative ingots, or do you purely have coins? I have got 2 ingots. They're not solid precious metal ingots. They're from the London Mint Office, though. It's the World War I war propaganda posters. It was Lord Kitchener. Your country needs you. Your country needs you? Or is that Uncle Sam? Oh man, my memory is strained this evening. And also the John Constable, what's his painting? Caravan? The Caravan? The like boat? It's all like reds and browns and oranges and yellows. It's a very beautiful picture, and I'm quite embarrassed that I can't name it off the top of my head. But they're the only ingots that I've got. Again, it's much like with a lot of things, like the £5 coins. I know that once I get one, I will want them all, just like with the silver proofs. And if there's one thing I don't need, is another expense to be contributing towards a collection. There are plenty of other people out there on YouTube that collect the other coins that I don't collect on a regular basis, and I can only recommend checking them out as well. Dalton Smith asks, do you think they should bring out a set of Harry Potter 50p's? I think Harry Potter's a bit soon, in sort of a historic sense. It may have escaped some of your attention, although I doubt it, that I do get almost on a daily basis told that I look like Harry Potter by strangers in the street. So I don't know. And again, Harry Potter I'm not a massive fan of. If you said Star Wars, you would have my buy-in immediately. If you said Indiana Jones, you'd have my buy-in immediately. Obviously they're American things, so they won't be on UK coins ever, I wouldn't imagine. But there we go. Do you think I look like Harry Potter? Let me know in the comments. There are worse people to look like, so I don't take it as an insult. Terry Roberts says, do you own any Isle of Man Christmas coins? If so, what's your favourite? I own one Isle of Man Christmas. The other one was Gibraltarian, I believe, that someone sent me very kindly. I found a nativity angel. It was an absolute stunner of a coin, and I would love more. That's my only one I own, so that's my favourite out of all the ones I own. Matt asks, hey Chris, do you like to play any strategy board games? I really like Axis and Allies, and these coins get me excited to play. Strategy board games, crumbs. I haven't played a board game in years. So, I mean, in terms of board games, actually, that I've played recently. Chameleon is my favourite. It's just such good fun, and I get so aggressive playing it, so I don't recommend playing it with me, but it's a fantastic game. I used to play Risk a lot with my a couple of my friends from secondary school and college. That was the go-to game, but we used to also play when Rome Total War came out. I was in secondary school, and my friend, also called Chris, and I obsessively played that for hours and hours. This was way before Steam, when it logged how many hours of game time you had in it, but I dread to think how many hours we sunk playing that game. We would command different parts of our empire and try and conquer as much of the board as we could, and it was awesome fun. So that was sort of a strategy game, but not a board game. My friends were all into Warhammer when I was younger, so they're like the little models that you make and paint and you battle. I never learned how to battle them, I just loved making the models. I thought it was so fun. But I can't think of any other sort of strategy board games. Monopoly, I don't really like, because it just drags on and on and on and on, and then you end up with your family, and then this person is going bankrupt. Oh well, I'll just give them some money. It's like, well, you're just delaying the inevitable. They're going out anyway. Oh, it drives me insane. So I'm one of those people. Anyway, Lloyd Collect says, what's your favourite 50p and £2 design? £2 is Frankenstein, 50p Isaac Newton. Kean Reagan says, if you were to design a 10p alphabet coin, what letter would you pick? And what optic tyre would you put on it? Optic tyre? I think someone's got a case of crazy autocorrect, which my friend does all the time, to be fair. What optic tyre? What would that be? Picture. Optic tyre. Picture? Maybe? What a weird autocorrect. I've said before, the only one that I don't really like is C for cricket, just because it's C for Christopher. Well, it's not C for Christopher Collects, but my channel is Christopher Collects, the letter C. So I would love a design that I really like castles. So that's the one I would redesign. We got a fourth one. B for Bond. Woohoo! As it's 2018. Wow, we've got another one ticked off. That's awesome. The lovely Purple Fairy asks, you're a cat person, but what breed of dogs do you like? Good question. So I know the problem with breeding animals, you breed in problems, and they've got lifelong debilitating illnesses, injuries that they get. So I would be very cautious about buying a pedigree dog or cat. My cat, I would love a Russian blue. I think they look stunning. But dogs, I must admit, I'm not a massive fan of dogs. They're a bit too dependent, a bit too needy, whereas a cat just gets on with its life, and then when it wants affection, it'll come to you, but it's not constantly there. But I've always liked Jack Russells. My grandmother had a Jack Russell. His name was Billy when we were growing up, and I've got very, very fond memories of walking across the common. I don't know, what is it called, a common generically? Is that just what we called it? It was like a big field with Billy. It's one of those sort of your fond memories for childhood pets, childhood animals, and Billy was the dog that my grandmother had from before I was born up until, I must have been in my early teens when he passed away. And she had another dog at the same time, and he passed a couple of years ago. Benji was a little Shih Tzu. Shih Tzu is the breed of dog. Don't take that out of context. But again, lovely dog. But I think it's not the breed of dog, it's just that dog particularly, those dogs particularly, that I absolutely adored. But I always thought pugs were cute, but again, it's the inbreeding, the facial things, it's very, very cruel. So I would feel very, very on ethically unstable ground if I was to purchase one. Ooh, wow, 5 in one hunt. Holy Toledo. Why for Yeoman 2018. Holy moly. James Ashford says, my question is that... It is that ring, yes. James Ashford, you are correct. I've not overtly said what my ring is, so for those of you that haven't seen it, there you go. It does mean something, and I love the little bit of mystery around it. It's basically, if someone knows what it is, it's a great conversation starter. So if you know what it is, let me know cryptically. Don't give it away, but let me know cryptically. Lion Scale Modelling UK says, what's the lowest amount you would take for your whole collection? God. That's an interesting spin on a question I get an awful lot of the time. So I get asked all the time, how many coins are in your collection? I have no idea. How much is your collection worth? I have no idea. The lowest amount I would take for my whole collection? I don't know. I mean, I'm not in the position where I want to sell it. So £100 million, and you could have my collection for £100 million. It's not worth £100 million, but with £100 million, I know I could rebuy my collection and not worry about it. So if you've got £100 million, send it to me in the PO box. Don't do that. I'm only joking. We'll go for one more question. XFreshXU2LO, what a name, asks, what's your favourite and least favourite US coin? Ooh, good question. So I'm not a massive buff on American coins, if I'm honest. I don't know. I'm trying to think of significant American coins like the Morgan dollar, Buffalo nickels. They're quite neat. Wheat cents are quite cool. Walking Liberty. We'll go with Walking Liberty. I think they're absolutely stunning. Or V nickels. V nickels, is that a coin? Am I just making this up? Am I talking garbage? I don't know. Least favourite coin, I don't know, maybe some of the Lincoln cents, just because some of them are minted in the billions. It's bonkers. If you were to do a penny hunt in the US, you must find endless of those ones. But I guess it's a bigger country though, so I guess the mintage is scaled up from what the mintages I'm used to over in the UK, where a penny with 100 million mintage is exceedingly high. Although the year 2000 penny, which I'm collecting for my world record, is around $1 billion, I believe, 900 million or something like that. I can't recall off the top of my head. But anyway, I rambled on enough. We'll get back to the coins now. Well, what a result! 5 alphabet 10p's. We haven't had a hunt like this in a very, very long time. Also 110 forint from Hungary. But let's get the B into the book. There we go. Awesome stuff. So what are we missing then? D, G, R and T. 4 to go. Holy Toledo. We're getting so close to finishing our very first set of alphabet 10p's. Well, of course we got an L. We always get L's in these. It's an awesome coin though, so I'm always happy to see it. And all that leads me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye!